Obviously, there's a commitment here that Justin Fields is our guy. It was a commitment to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert only played with the Chargers because Tyrod Taylor got hurt right before the game. Here, you're the starting quarterback. Go out there and do it. And he did it the rest of the year in a phenomenal way. I think they have to have a plan in place. Andy Dalton, I think there's nothing wrong with Andy Dalton opening the season as a starter. To say that Justin Fields has to be the guy, I don't believe he has to be the guy. If he's ready to be the guy, fine. And all that positivity now with the Bears is because of Fields coming in. Negativity in Green Bay with Aaron, who's raining on the parade on draft day, saying, I want out. He picked the perfect time to rain on a parade. We're in Chicago where everybody's all excited. But to think that he has to be and should be, I think those are words right now about Justin Fields we don't need to use.
Dan Orlovsky, your face looks skeptical.
He should be the starter. He became the starter the moment you take all those picks in the future and move up to go get him. It's his job to lose. There's so many reasons why. First of all, the weakest part of this offense is their offensive line. Well, an athletic quarterback can minimize the weakest part of your football team. Second of all, the only chance that this general manager and head coach have to save their job is to, one, win games, and two, show that they chose the right quarterback and he is their future. And I think there's ways to do it. I think there's ways that Matt Nagy can go, Justin, this is your football team and this is what we're going to do. We're going to run more play action pass. Yes, because it helps quarterbacks. You don't have to know the coverage. Turn your back to the defense, make a play fake, and then it's all progression based. Number one, number two, number three. Doesn't matter if it's cover two, cover three, cover four, cover five. Number two, Matt Nagy, promote his athleticism. You could sit there and tell Justin Fields, listen, bud, like if you don't feel comfortable or if you don't see it good, go be an athlete. It's a strength of yours. That's good. Three, cut the field in half sometimes. It doesn't mean he's not smart enough. It just allows him to play fast. And so for all those reasons, you could do it schematically. It covers up the weakest part of your football team. And you traded up to go get this young man. Put him on the field and make him show to you that he's not ready rather than waiting to see if he is.
Mel, I'll come back to you in a second. But Dominique, I wanted you to bring up a point you brought up in the meeting this morning, which I think is important, that the timing of when they make the decision to go to him will influence a lot more than just week one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think that they need to make this decision very early on. So I say day one of minicamp, Andy Dalton's the starting quarterback, to give Fields a chance to find his locker, get his route, his driving route to work, let him figure out the building and understand where the lunchroom is. Like, that's it. Then after that, give it to Fields, because it's not just about week one. You know how you perform well in week one? It's about having all of minicamp with the ones. It's about having all of training camp with the ones. It's about having the complete attention of the coaching staff. Splitting that, I don't think is a good thing. I think Justin Fields is in a tough spot because that offensive line is not very good. However, it gets even tougher if they make him run with the twos or run scout team all the way until week one, the way that it kind of happened for Herbert. It worked out well for Herbert, but just all of a sudden saying, hey, guess what? You're the starter. That's not the best situation for any quarterback.
Mel, jump back in.
Yeah, I think save the job is just incredible pressure on a kid coming in. I mean, you're going to save the job of a GM and a head coach. I don't like that kind of talk for a young quarterback coming in. This is what you have to do, Justin, saving jobs. Justin's just kind of figure out, like you say, what he's doing. Andy Dalton knows this league. He's been around a long time. Andy Dalton's going to be way ahead of where Justin Fields is come training camp and maybe even going into the regular season. So this notion you can just waltz in and Justin Fields say, I'm going to be better than Andy Dalton and I'm going to go out there and win and save jobs, I think is fantasy land to me.
But I think it changes the expectations. He doesn't have to be better than Andy Dalton. With Andy Dalton, if they win 7 games, they're getting fired.
Right.
With Justin Fields, if they win 5 games, but he looks awesome, they have saved their job. So I think that's the important part. Is it changes the expectations because they can then pitch to ownership. See, we found the right guy. He was just a rookie. We're getting better. Look at this. If they barely make the playoffs with Andy Dalton, I'm not sure how that makes the ownership feel about keeping him.
Nick, if he looks awesome, they're not winning 5 games. If he looks awesome, they're probably going to win 11, 12
exactly.
games.
Yeah, weren't we just talking about Justin Herbert? Like
exactly. And I think a big part of this
that's
too, Mel, is aware of what the pieces that are around Justin Fields. Like, the pieces are not great. Outside of Allen Robinson, there's question marks. So you know what you're going to get with Andy Dalton. Here's the thing. If you start Justin Fields and a month into the season, 5 weeks into the season, you go, you know what, he's not ready. This is too much for him. You know you could put Andy Dalton in and at least have chances to win football games. But if you start Andy Dalton and 4 or 5 weeks in, you're a 2-3 football team, it's like, well, all right, we might as well go to Justin Fields right now. No, you start the process now. He is your starting quarterback. He was when you went up to get him.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.